If you are new to the channel, then subscribe the channel and press the bell icon for further notification. Okay student, welcome you all to this advanced level where we are solving previous year IIT JEE questions on sequence and series. So today we will be solving question number 13, 14, A, B, C. Okay, then let's try to solve these questions. So in question number 13, AN is given in this format and BN is another term is given, which is 1 minus AN. Then find the minimum natural number N0 such that BN should be always greater than AN. You have to find that N, after which it is always minimum value of N, for beyond which if you put any value it should be always greater than this. So you have to take consideration of this one. You can try with this one. Suppose AN is this one which is greater than let me do this side first. BN is greater than AN and BN is given 1 minus AN, so that means AN should be less than half. So you try with first 1 and 2 terms whether it is coming or not. If you try with A1, then it is 3 by 4. 3 by 4 is greater than half, so it is not, 1 cannot be, so you can say it should be less than half. If you put A equal to 2, then it is 3 by 16, which is less than. You may think that it is done. You can check with 3. You can check with 3. It is 39 by 64, but it is greater than now, because you can see it is 32 by 64 is half. It is 39 by, it will be greater than half. So it is alternating. At 2 you are satisfied, but at 3 you are not satisfied. So you have to check. After some point it will be continuously satisfied. Here it is oscillating at the initial stage. So let us put the values of AN. What is AN? AN is nothing but the sum of this series, which is nothing but a GP series, you can see. So in GP series, common ratio is minus 3 by 4 because it is alternating. This is your first term. The common ratio to the power N minus 1, R minus 1. You apply this one. That should be less than half they have given. Okay. So try to now do minus 1 I have taken common, so minus 1 to the power n, it is 3 by 4 to the power 10 plus 1. Then everything you can do it in this way. You can directly come from here. So it is how much? It will be minus 7 by 4. So if you take product, but if you are multiplying minus, you have to be careful, your sign will change. So 3 by 4 to the power n plus 1 and then minus 3 by 4, that will be greater than now. It was smaller than, now it is greater than, because you are multiplying both side by minus 7 by 4. So that is minus 7 by 4 into half. Minus 7 by 4. Now if you add 3 by 4 to this side, so this one should be greater than, if you take LCM it will be 8, then it is 6 minus 7. So it will be minus 1 by 8 now. So now you can remove 3 by 4. You can put it 3 by 4 to the power n and then another 3 by 4. So you can divide this 4, this will be 2. So ultimately you will get this expression. I have gone so far, but ultimately you will get minus 1 by to the power n, 3 by 4 to the power n should be greater than minus 1 by 6. So this one you will directly get it here. Minus 1 by n I have given now inside. Now once you get this one, you check for what values of n it is satisfied. For any even number of n, if n equal to 2, 4, 6, because it will be positive, so it will be always greater than that negative number. So all even number it will be okay. Now we have to check only odd number. First n equal to 1, so it is minus 3 by 4 is greater than minus 1 by 6. No, minus 1 by 6, suppose it is minus 1. Minus 1 by 6 is 0.166 around this. You need to have a number which is greater than this, means this side of this, but minus 3 by 4 will be 0.75. So it is not true. N equal to 3, if you put, then it will be minus 27 by 64. Which is near about half, you can see. Near about half, little less than half. So again it will not be 0.16. You can see 1 by 6, it is not 1 by 6. 27 is not 1/6 of this one. Now if you go n equal to 5, it is 343. So if you divide lump sum, just you say it is 200, 1000. So it is near about 1 by 5, which is not equal to your 1 by 6. Now if you put n equal to 7, 6 will be done, we know. N equal to 7, if you do, now you can see 216, it is 1 by 8. So 1 by 8 is less, obviously it will be left hand side than your 1 by 6. So obviously this will satisfy. So from n equal to 6 it will satisfy, because 6 is already satisfied. So even numbers all are satisfying. Then odd 7 satisfying means add to 8 will also satisfy, because 8 what we will do, because it is fraction. If you increase the power it will get reduced more and more. So if 7 is satisfying, then 8 will also satisfy, because it will reduce it little more fraction, more smaller fraction. So it will start from, that means from n equal to 6 it is satisfying. So what is the minimum value of n after which it is always satisfying? 6. Now if you come to 14, let VR denotes the sum of first R terms of an arithmetic progression AP whose first term is R and the common difference is 2R minus 1. This they have given. Okay. Then they have given some condition, which is TR is equal to VR plus 1 minus VR minus 2. QR is TR plus 1 minus TR for R equal to 1 to 2. The first question is, there are 3 questions. First question is the sum of V1, V2, Vn. They have not mentioned here in the first question. So let us concentrate in V only. VR denotes the first R terms. So they are asking V1 plus V2, first 1 term, first 2 term, first n term, summation they are asking. So what is VR therefore? VR is sum of R terms, so that is n by 2 because it is AP, n by 2, 2A plus n minus 1 into D. D they have given, A they have given. So if you put the formula, this is your VR. Now they are asking summation of VR. You can say it is V1 plus V2 plus V3. Once you know VR, now it is summation of that VR. So VR is this one. Now your summation of VR from 1 to n because you want to add V1 plus V2 plus V3. So that is summation of this one. Now this one summation. So you can see it will be summation of R cube, summation of R square by 2, summation of 1. Now summation of R cube has a to the power 4, R to the power 4. But in which option? C option and D option, you don't have highest power of n as 4, 3, 3. So it will not be the answer obviously, either A or B. So because the coefficient, now you can also do it, but without doing I am checking with the options. Because if you do it, it will take some time. So you can check with the options. The coefficient of R cube, what will be the coefficient of R cube here? It will be 1. What is the summation of R cube? Summation R cube is n into n plus 1. So what will be the summation of this one? N into n plus 1 by 2. That is n to the power 4. Highest term will be n to the power 4. It is highest power is 4 here, because this will give you cube and this will give you square. Because it is n into n plus 1 by 2, it is n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 6, and it is n into n plus 1 by 2 whole square. Summation formula. So the highest power is 1 by 4. You see in option A and B, n cube highest power, n cube will be this into this by 12. That is 3n cube by 12, 1 by 4. 3n cube by 12, 1 by 4. So A, B again satisfied. So now you check what is the sum up to first terms. So if you check what is the sum up to first term, if you put R equal to 1, then what will be the sum? 1. You check which one is satisfying 1. The first term, if you add n equal to 1, it should be 1. So if you check A and B, A is not satisfying, B is satisfying. That's why B is the answer. Or without doing all these steps, you can directly calculate from here. Summation R cube will be n into n plus 1 by 2 whole square minus half. Summation R square will be equal to n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 6. And then half summation R will be equal to n into n plus 1 by 2. You add all these things, you will get option B. But I was trying to avoid it because it will take some time. So you choose with the option. See what are the coefficients of n to the power 4. What it will happen if you put n equal to 1, n equal to 2, so that you can eliminate some option. You are left with only one option. Now what is asked in 14b? What TR is always either it is even or odd. That's what they are asking. So this was the formula for TR they have given. Now VR you have already calculated. So what will be VR plus 1? In place of R you put R plus 1. VR is this one and then minus 2. So if you simplify this one, I think you can easily simplify it. You will get TR is this one. You factorize it, you will get 2 factors. Now you check which one is, either it is odd or even. Suppose if R is equal to 1, if you put, then this is 2 and this is 3 minus 1, 2. So it is even, not odd. So option A will not be. Now if you put R equal to 2, it becomes 3, it becomes 5. Now it becomes even, odd. So it will not be even also, B. So obviously, so it is neither becoming odd or nor becoming even. It is not prime number also because it is product of 2. So obviously it is a composite. That is option D. It is not prime because you are taking product of 2 numbers. How come it will become prime? Prime, there is no factors. And it is for n equal to R equal to 1, it is becoming even. For R equal to 2, it is becoming odd. So it is not even odd also, always. Sometimes it is even, sometimes it's odd. Now if you come to 14c, which one of the following is the correct statement? Q1, Q2, they are asking about Q1, Q2, Q3. So what is Q1? They have given this one as a Q1. So you put the values of TR plus 1. TR, we have calculated this one just now. This is your TR. So this is TR plus 1. In place of R, you put R plus 1 minus TR. You simplify it, you will get this one. That is this one. So I have already discussed it in theory. If your nth term is look like AN plus B, then it is always an AP. And what is that D? D is equal to that A. That common difference is C. You can also try with some values. R equal to 1, if you put the first term will be 11. R equal to 2, it will be 17. You can see it is now AP forming. r equal to 3, you can try it will be 23. From here also you can say the common difference is 6. If you like the video, then press the like button and please give your valuable comments in the comment section.